So you're joining us again. It's going to be day 2 on our bed build. It took us a little bit longer than expected yesterday, so obviously we've got to do all the wiring as a mock-up to try to make sure it all worked, which it did. Had a few problems but encountered, but we've basically got it all working now, so that's a good thing. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting the lats on the bed, and 1 or 2 other jobs that we're going to be finishing off the bed. So I made a start about 15 minutes ago. This is where I've gone up to now. So the lats on the bed don't come pre-cut, they come at the full width. So what we decided to do is we've got a little bit of wood at that side and a little bit of wood at that side. So to maintain the curve, what we've done is we've chopped off at either end to keep the curve as much as we can. Just when it comes to this end, obviously your curve has got to go over that. So we've got to see where we are with that today. Might have to make some changes, but we'll see how we go. So it's just a case of fitting in the lats now, and then once we get up here, we know the lats are going to be spaced out separately, which you get in the kit anyway. So we'll continue with that one. So now we've all got us wooden slats in, everything's in there. We're now going to be thinking about making the false ceiling that goes across this. That hides all the belts and the wood. Again, we've come across another problem in that can't get that to fit down there to work down that one. So we're going to have to work his way around that somewhere. These are all problems I don't tell you about. So we started as boarding. Obviously you can see how we're progressing. Move it up to where you want it to go. Not gone. That's it, isn't it? Is that good? Yep. That's the end of that one, isn't it? that really.
Not sticking out.
No, that's a bit of paint.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of paint, that one. Yep, does not want to work. So that's done it anyway. Right, one tip I will give to anybody is if they're going to be fitting this tongue and groove together, is if you're going to paint it beforehand, try to make sure that this edge doesn't get painted or that you sand it off. Because what we found is that that edge there goes into your next panel, and obviously when you're putting your panels up, you're going to knock them together. If you knock them too hard, you're going to end up breaking the edge. But if you clean off that edge there first, it should make pulling it into the actual groove a lot easier. So we've now almost completed the roof, or the ceiling. We've just got the end bits to do. So I think we're going to get one more board and then we're down to a strip at that end. And we're on to a strip at that side, and then once we've done that, we're going to be cutting holes in the board itself for our downlights again. So nice and bright in here at the moment, perfect. Now as we're going to be putting lights into the base underneath, we need to wire it in, and obviously we need to put a switch in. So what we've done, we've drilled a hole at the end here, and then we've got a light up switch. So basically once the bed is up in the up position, we can use this to illuminate the lights that are going to be underneath the bed. Obviously we're going to have to wire that into the bed power as well. But so now you're going to use the hole saw to cut into the roof here, so we can fit as downlighters. So this time, because we've got a white roof, we've opted for the white coloured ones. Exactly the same, dimmables. There we go, nicely finished. Just another 3 to do now, and then wire it again. It's snowing. So So we've now got a roof light in here there. So we've now got to the point where we need to mount up the control panel for the Lippert bed, and what we're going to be doing is put it in that roughly about there. So we're just going to cut out this hole in the section, sink it in, 2 screws, and then it's down to the wiring. So that shouldn't be too much of a task, hopefully. So we've now moved on to the mounting. So we've got a couple of matching screws to put it on there, and obviously now we've got his key to turn it on and off, and rise and fall on the button. So we just use that cable wrap on this. We may have to put a bracket or something in there just to keep that part of the cable hanging down in position. So obviously this will then feed down as the bed comes down. It's not really a problem, but it might be something that we actually clip onto there just so that it keeps the cable away from the edge. But all in all, not untidy, and it's a lot better than that big snake thing that I gave you with a kit that on this particular application doesn't work. So we just started making us connections for the lights. So again, we've gone for a dimmable switch. Now because we're using Wagos, these are nice and easy to use. You just basically open up the little flaps and then you insert in your wires, close the flaps down, nips them all up. So you've got a connection for 3 on that. You can get 4s, you can get 5s, you can get single ones. But these are nice and easy rather than using the block connectors. And if there's any problem, you can just undo them, take out the faulty light and change it quite easily. So that's what we're doing now. If I press the light on, you've now got 2 lights underneath. There we go. So we can just about see that they are lit up. Like I said, they are dimmable, so we can dim them if we need to. So we've got his light there, and obviously now we've got his lights on underneath. So like I said, you're just pressing this button and they dim down a bit. There we go. So the dimmer's working as well. So this is the type of switch that we bought for turning the lights on and off. Ideally situated there, so you can get to it as you come in the van. So we just had a delivery of a leg, and this is a leg that's going to support our bed. So it's a drop down leg. It's got a little button on the side there that allows you to lock it in position. So locks in the down position, press that button and obviously your leg comes up and it locks in that position. Now one thing we have noticed is it only locks in the down. Now we want to lock it in the up. So the one that we're going to be doing, because we bought two, is we're going to drill a hole here so that it allows that to come up. Additionally, we've put some Velcro here to give it everything else that allow it to stay up in the up position. You can hear the Velcro working. So again, pressing the button in. There we go, so we've got his leg down. The reason why we got leg is that the bed rests on that. It also rests on this, but we had no support in the corner. So when the bed comes down, it reaches this and it stops. So that becomes our supportive leg for that corner. So it's another one of them buys that you can buy off Amazon. It's not too expensive, but you are buying two. And it's simply held on into the frame of the bed with self-tapping screws. So it is quite secure. So we've tested the bed, we know it goes up and down and everything else works. The lights are in position and it's looking like it should be. It's looking like we expected anyway. So we're just waiting for our mattress to come and then we'll order the bedding, everything else that comes with it, and we can install all that. I mean, we've left it so that we've got enough height from when it's in the upper area for our mattress that we've planned. I mean, we've left 7 inches of travel at the top. We think that's going to be sufficient for the mattress. If not, we'll have to just adjust the end stop. So as always, if you like what you see, if you want to give us that thumbs up, and if you would consider subscribing, it will help with progress on the channel. But if not, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.